Who's in the house? Charlotte T is in the house. Marcus and Travis. Zach. Oh, I can't make it today. Oh, eh? He's doing a family workout. What's that about? Luke, catch up later. I could be doing everybody's workout for you. I'll do it. I'll do everybody's training. It's all right. The sun's outside. It's not in here. This dark, dingy room. So if you are here, just say yay, I'm here. Charlotte T is here. Crack in. Marcus and Travis are here. Grand job. Okay, well, we're going to go live then. So we got the yellows and sevens. Is that right? Yellows and sevens. Maybe post what your grade is as well. Yeah, post what your grade is as well. Then that'll help me. This is 8th cup and 7th cup, isn't it? All right, Chariot, kill me. We're going to start 8th cup and 7th cup. 8th cup, twin forearm block. It's for 7th cup as well, but we'll do it, right? Twin forearm block. If I'm in parallel stance, and I want to, it's on the videos, by the way, in the course, but if I want to go and do twin forearm block, it's most likely being done away. So if someone's holding on here in front of you, it's most likely being done to the side, right? So when we turn around in Dangun, part of that's for prettiness, but there's more to it than that. I've demonstrated it as a block here and a block here. It's correct. There's two different blocks, right? But it's also separating someone's arms who's grabbing onto you. And you have to do it at a 90-degree angle. You can't do it forward towards them. You can't do it away. You have to turn this way, twin forearm block. All right? So I have to demonstrate it in the class. I have done it before, but I have to demonstrate these things in a class, or at least with an opponent. So if you imagine grabbing me right now, you hold onto my collar, if you like, and I'm crossing my hands to protect myself and bending down at the same time. So down, up, and I've actually knocked your grip from there to there. See how the hands have changed position? Because I'm rising block on one and middle block on another. So I'm twisting you. But once I've done this, if that's enough, that's great. If it's enough, so if it's not enough, I can get this arm coming round and hooking your arm that was here. I can hook onto it, yeah, and hold onto it and step forward over there. Now, we punch in Dangun, don't we? We punch in Dangun, but equally that can be a wrist lock or it can be a grab on the part of the body and a throw. Not a throw as in judo type of throw or hapkido type of throw, but getting a person away from you. Yeah? Getting them away from you. A bit more than that because you can clamp onto their pressure points as well. With this here and you hook round, you could be grabbing on the forearm on by the elbow here, on the bicep or the tricep, on these points here, and twisting them round before you throw them, right? If you grab it in a different type of way, you hook them over this way. So it's a different type of throw. It's just depending on where you grab them, that's all. So twin forearm block, that's the practice. One side to the other, go forward, also step backwards. So I'm doing a double step, or I could just do like in the class when we step round, step backwards, step backwards. Yeah, I can also do a double step. That might be too much, I don't know. It's worth noting as well, there's a few things on this one, it's outer forearm. Outer forearm. So you're using the bit here, make sure it's the correct bit and it doesn't look like it's somewhere else. It's not this bit here, that's the wrist. And you've got a little nodule. Most people have got a nodule on their forearm there. It's just down from there. So if you use your fingers there, it's 2 fingers down. It's not on the nodule and it's not on the wrist, right? See it there? See that thing there? It's not on there. It's here on the wrist. Not on the wrist. What did you say? On the forearm. On the forearm is what I meant to say. Not the wrist. All right. So this one here, twin forearm, you're using the outer forearm on both these blocks here, both the hands. And on rising block also, outer forearm. Make sure the outer forearm in both of these blocks is outer forearm above the center line of the body. Right? Center line of the body. And also, you can see the angle. I'm trying to get the camera here. See the angle here, the elbow line, and the hand, the fist, is higher than the elbow on both these blocks. So the twin forearm block and also in the rising block as well, it's the same angle. It doesn't come down like this, nowhere near horizontal up here, right? So for both cases, it's the same. Right, so that's the outer forearm rising block and the twin outer forearm block in Dangun. Knife hand guarding block. We kind of get introduced to this one early on, or it gets earlier and earlier, I'll tell you that much. But ninth cup, this was typically a ninth cup introduction move. So when you were at ninth cup, before you were ready, you got taught this at ninth cup, you got taught this at ninth cup. L stands in a forearm block, L stands knife hand guarding block. This was just a move getting ready to move up to yellow belt, because it was the first move of Dangun. And there, and so when you moved up to yellow belt, you were already familiar with this move, which helped you in the next class, the first class of your new grade. Now watch as I go across. My hands move. And move in. They move ever so slightly. As I come across, they're moving ever so slightly. Then back up. They kind of go, They're moving, they're still moving. They don't stop. They don't stop. Once in motion, remain in motion until the technique is complete. Knife hand guarding block. Most of you have got that down pat, I think. Sometimes though, you have to watch this hand, but it's not away from the body pointing forward like this. Yeah, there's a massive gap there. You're trying to protect yourself. So you have to have this fingertips under the chest here. So if you've got your badge, it's a good pointer. Yeah, you've got your knife hand, your fingertips under your chest, guarding the solar plexus. On the other hand, is the fingertips are at shoulder height in line with your chest. So again, chest line. Right? Use these as indicators. And it's an L stance for this one as well. L stance. When you're doing these two techniques, so twin outer forearm block and knife hand guarding block, from here, down, up, watch this foot here. I'm going to go this way. Look, it's already started turning. Because I'm turning that way, my body's already going to start moving to go. There's no point in going. It has to be a fluid motion. It has to be fluid. So from here, down, up, and forward. This one, straight out, with a 15-degree turn. That's for adults, really. If you understand that, that's fantastic. But your foot isn't straight forward like that. I might tell you that at the beginning, same with walking stance and parallel stance, it's not directly forward at all. It's got a slight turn, but imagine if I told you that, you'd be doing that. Yeah, you'd be doing too much. So I'll just tell you, 12 o'clock. I tell you 12 o'clock until you're ready to understand that it's not 12 o'clock. To adults, 15 degrees, both feet. Yeah, this one, 15 degrees. This one, 15 degrees, pointing inward. Not like that. Okay? 15 off that line there. There's a 90 angle. I've got a 90-degree angle there, right? But they both come in 15 and 15 inward. That's for adults and those that understand. Okay. Another technique for ninth cups would have been kick punch. Yeah? But we're going to do kick punch punch. We use it in Dosan as well. In Dosan, it's slightly different because you kick high. I want everyone to understand the difference. We're all going to do parallel stance, and you're going to do a low front kick. Make sure, now watch the angle here. Watch that. Lift the knee up and kick out. I don't kick up. It's not a rising kick. If I was to kick a target, I'm going to be careful here because I don't want to mark the wall, but I'm going to kick here as if I'm shutting that door. Yeah, the door there, shut the door. That's the angle of attack. You don't kick like you're shutting the door, but the angle of attack is this. It's not this. Yeah, you're not going up. You're going like a punch. A punch doesn't go. It goes. You know how to punch. So a front kick's the same. Into the target. Front kick and punch. This one's worth practicing because you'll end up wobbling if you don't. You've got to get all the techniques working properly. So break it down into simple pieces. Here, parallel stance. Lift the knee up and kick. 1, load, aim, fire. Right? Other leg. Load, aim, fire. I'm kicking with this one, so I'm punching with the same at the moment. Kick, my right, my right. My left, my left. So now let's kick higher, midsection. Your solar plexus is where you're aiming for, so you really have to lift your knee up. It's not this. That's a low front snap kick. What I'm doing now is lifting my knee up so I can power in. Otherwise, you're not going to hurt. You're not going to hurt them. Yeah, just go, you'll be lucky to hit it. So parallel stance, middle front kick, lift the knee, and punch. Again with the other leg, up, and punch. Okay? So that's worth practicing now. Just checking if there's anybody else come in since, yeah, 8th cup, yeah. Shanti, 7th cup, Zach. Okay, so the same messages. Okay. So there's the middle front kick and land, wobbling, punch. Now, for Charlotte, lift the back foot, Charlotte. It's very important that you listen to it. I said it before in the 2 classes before. In fact, it was last night. Empty your head of what you know and listen to the words. Yeah? Full cup, empty the cup, fill it with what I'm saying now. So, up, down. I've done this. Kick and punch. Now, you might think, I know what's next. Yeah, probably do. But listen. Back heel up, down and punch. Reverse punch. Now, the reason it's done like that is because of the motion type. The motion type. A bit like seasickness, right? You're going to go kick, punch, punch. Up, down, straight away. Not down, up, down, because that's normal motion. That's when you do it with a single technique. So I might go down, up, down, punch. But if I go like this, down, up, down, punch, up, down, punch, the second one's rapid fire. Yeah? The second one's a lot faster, isn't it? Fire, punch, fast. So you're going to do, for Charlotte in here, middle front kick, but you're all going to do it. Middle front kick, land and punch, up, down and punch the second one. So in Dosan, You do a middle front kick and you land an obverse punch and then a fast motion reverse punch. Yeah? What's that say now? Got it. Yeah. I'm trying to work out all these names. Charlotte. Got it. Yeah. And on the other side as well. So if you're in a parallel stance here, of course, dosan, you're in a wedging block, but we'll try it from parallel stance. Middle front kick, obverse punch, up, down for reverse punch. Yeah, that's what you have to practice. Get out the habit of doing, for 7th cup anyway, landing, punch, down, up, down, punch. That's a habit you have to undo. It's not undo, you have to be aware that it's different. And in dosan, it's done different because one, it's a fast motion punch. You have to understand that one's a normal motion, down, up, down, and the other one's a fast motion, up, down. All right, so it takes a little bit while for juniors to get that, but Charlotte's got it now, that's good. Wedging block. So when we do wedging block, it's dead simple to do the wedging block, but it's remembering the feet, which foot moves in the pattern and whatnot. When you're here ready to move, you don't do a double step in dosan. You bring that foot in and then out. Okay, so in dosan, the letters are up here. We're not going to use them. We're not going to do dosan today. But the letters are up. It's worth going through the pattern step by step with the letters up on the wall. And I'll show you the letters now. Use the letters. If you have the syllabus, in the syllabus document, you have the pattern step by step. Right? Now this is a little bit different for 4-dimensional punch and 4-dimensional block, but for chunji and whatnot, there's C. There it is there, right? The C is over there on the wall. Can you see? See the C? So here's the C. And you are over at D. I'll show you that again. At the moment, I was stood at C. Then this wall here that I'm at now, I've stepped across the line CD, you're at D now. And the first move of chunji, or dangun, or dosan, or wonyo, or yogok, jungun, toige, hwarang, chungmu, they all step to B, right? So if I've got the marker here, this is the line CD. I'm going to put this down. This is the line CD. It's also the line AB. Now, if you're good at maths, you'll understand this, vectors and all the rest of it. There's AB, and then there's EF, and then there's CD, right? It's just lines, and it's where two lines join up. So if I had the North Pole and the South Pole, that would be the North-South line. If I had an East and a West and did the line across, that would be the East-West line. And if I had North and West, that would be Northwest. Okay? Similarly here, I've got A and C. So in the corner, this would be AC, like Northwest. There's C, there's A, this is AC. And over here is B. And in the corner will be BC. Okay, so that's just, I'm just preparing you from when we move to the classes, we'll have them up on the wall anyway, but you getting the signs ready and put them up in your house. Yeah, it's going to be really useful, especially if you get the document and do the step by step. It will say, chunji, move the left foot towards B into a left walking stance while executing a low outer forearm block with the left hand. Now step towards B into a right walking stance while executing a right obverse punch. It doesn't say cross the hands, but I add that bit. Moving the right foot in a clockwise direction round to A, stepping forward to a low outer forearm block in a walking stance. Step to A, middle obverse punch. And so on, right? Dangun. Moving the left foot to B to form a right L stance. That's a bit boing, right? To start with. I'm going to move my left foot, but it's a right L stance. So watch out for that. Okay? Move the left foot towards B, forming a right walking stance while executing a knife hand guarding block. Step towards B into a right walking stance, executing a high obverse punch. Move the right foot in a clockwise direction to A, forming a left L stance. Knife hand guard. Left foot to A, executing a high obverse punching walking stance. Okay? And so on. Dosan. Move the left foot to B. Move the left foot to B to form a left walking stance while executing a high obverse side block. A high side block. Execute a middle reverse punch while maintaining the walking stance. While maintaining, keep the walking stance and do a reverse punch. Step onto the line. This gets confusing there. Step onto the line AB and then move the right foot to A to a right walking stance while executing a high outer forearm side block. Middle reverse punch to A, maintaining the walking stance. Move the left foot onto the line CD, a right L stance, knife hand guarding block. Step the right foot towards D, straight fingered thrust, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it goes on in great detail, and you should get familiar with that. I taught myself maybe three actually, 2 or 3 black belt patterns. I was supposed to learn them, but I had no one to teach me. So I got the step-by-steps, and I step-by-stepped all the way through the patterns, and it was hard. I did them in small chunks, right? You got to chunk it. So you do the first few moves, they're easy. 1, 2, step, step, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that's fairly simple. Maybe you'll only do the first 4 though. It's up to you. You know, it's how you handle it, what you remember. But I stopped there deliberately because the next one, it gets a little bit crazy. And I wanted to make sure I got the first bit right. Okay? So is there anything now you want me to go through? I mean, we've only got about a minute left. But is there anything now that you would like to cover, or if not this time, next time? Anybody there? About 5 minutes. You're still there. There's 2 of you on. 2 of you, you're all having a party and doing other things, eh? And here's me in this office. In shoes that are too small for me. I was just waiting for a reply. There's 2 of you on, and it takes about 20-30 seconds for it to come through. So hopefully giving you that bit of information on a Friday. Yeah, I didn't want you to have to jump around. That's for another class. But just kind of an insight on techniques and how they're executed, and maybe how you should train as well. Get those sheets before I take them offline. Because other schools, there's instructors from Southampton. There was an instructor from Southampton came on and downloaded my 3-step and 2-step. Yeah, because they were clear and understandable, like nowhere he'd seen before. So please take them while they're still there. Right, I'm going to go. There's no reply. So you're busy practicing or having tea and biscuits. And I'll get away now, and I'll see probably Marcus for the class later on tonight. Yeah, practice. Yeah, definitely, Marcus, definitely for the great lesson. Yeah, it's a different one. it's a different way of teaching and different things to look at. And if I give too much information, there's, you know, just heads to explode. So hopefully that was enough for everybody, and you're going to go and practice it. That's the thing. There's a phrase that I heard, that you get all these books and you put them on, you know, they're supposed to help you. You've got loads of books and you've got your own little library, and they're all supposed to help you, these books, but they stay on there and nobody reads them. So they're not helping you at all. Yeah? They're not self-help books. They're shelf-help books. They just make your shelf look good. You've got to do the practice as well. I'm giving you the information. These videos stay here. These videos stay here for you to come back and listen to again. And you've got to try and get into a habit of doing it. Right? I've got to learn my last pattern. Who's going to teach me that? Especially at this moment in time. There's nobody. Yeah? Could learn it online? Possibly. I'd rather teach myself. Yeah? Because I trust myself to teach myself. Right. I will see you all next class. Have a good evening. Practice, practice, practice. Absolutely. And I shall see you probably Zooming next week. You don't have to Zoom. Well, it won't necessarily be Zoom. It might be the StreamYard. But so I can see you guys. It's optional. The link will be there. Whether it be StreamYard or Zoom, the link will be there for you to either YouTube, Facebook, or me Zoomify. Right? So there's a choice of 3. Well, the choice of 4 is don't bother. Yeah? Don't bother. YouTube, Facebook, or the Zoom-esque thing. We'll see what happens. See you next class. Well done. Have a good weekend.